That'll be 200.
Hello and welcome back to Immigration with me, Riham Khan. We have a house full. We have Sejal Karavadra, all smiles today, and we have Shiraz here in studio, and we also have William Chapman. Tariq Rashid had to leave for an important engagement, so we have only 3 left in the studio. But we are going to take your calls. We have a caller already online. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there. Thank you for waiting patiently.
That's fine. No
Can I have your name, please?
Sorry?
Can I have your name, please?
It's Alexandra.
Alexandra, welcome to the show. What can we do for you today?
Well, I had an inquiry because what it is I came into the United Kingdom in January 1999 from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I was given a 6-month visiting visa.
Yes.
And then following that, I applied for a student visa for 1 year.
Okay.
I got that, and I managed to renew it for a further year.
Okay.
However, when I went off in 2000 to train as a nurse, I gave my passport to a lawyer to send off to the Home Office, but he didn't do that, basically.
Right.
So it only came to light then, I think it was in 2002, because he kept telling me that they had a very long backlog and I shouldn't worry, but he didn't send it, actually.
Okay.
So, yes. So since then, I've made various applications to the Home Office. I've since obviously qualified as a nurse, and in 2003 I applied for a work permit,
Yes.
but I didn't get that because I didn't have valid leave to remain.
Okay.
And then in 2005, another lawyer applied for further leave to remain on other grounds, I think it was, but I haven't heard anything since from the Home Office.
Right, and that's since 2003?
Yes, 2003, and 2005 is the latest application that this lawyer made.
2005 is the last application made?
Yes.
Right, okay. Sejal, we have a background here, so what would you advise Alexandra?
Well, obviously, not knowing on what grounds this last application was made, it's a bit difficult, but I would advise for her representative to chase it actively.
Right.
So doing regular letters to the Home Office.
It's coming up to 2 years.
2 years now, so
Right.
that's the way to do it.
What grounds have you made the application for?
He said that it's going to be on grounds not covered by other forms on the Home Office. You know, the Home Office forms that they give you.
It's a bit outside the
outside
immigration
the
rules.
Quite a large area open. I mean, it could be discretionary leave to remain. It could be anything that he may have applied outside of the rules.
So do we not know specifically, Alexandra, what you've applied on?
No, it just says that on other grounds not covered by other forms.
But has he not stated clearly to the Home Office what he wants them to consider?
He says that he wants them to consider the fact that obviously I've been here for a long time, and that I've also managed to study and complete my nursing course, and I've got family ties here as well, and the fact that I think I left...
What kind of family ties do you have? Are you married?
No, I'm not married. I just have, brother, sister, mother, and father.
So all of your family from Zimbabwe are here?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, maybe a human rights application. He may have done that and asked them to consider it under those grounds. But these applications do take a long time with the Home Office, simply because I believe the Home Office don't understand the Human Rights Act, or none of them understand the European Convention on Human Rights. But besides that, I think that it will take a long time, and I think 2005, 2007 is still early. She may look to get a reply maybe 2009. And I'm being quite serious about that.
You're taking a leaf out of Sejal's book about saying that it's longer than 2 years. 2 years is not long enough.
Yeah, with regards to the Home Office these days, it's not long enough. But the other pathetic thing with the Home Office is that they are charging so much for applications now, and it went up from 335 to 750 for an average application, and they're still taking as long to consider it. It was meant to speed up everything and to provide a better service, but it's taking horrendously long to consider applications when all the information is in front of them.
Now, of course, at the receiving end of sort of all this time wait, William, are they sort of human rights? Of course, your human rights are being, trampled over even further by causing more delay. What kind of, you've been at the receiving end of sort of, being told that you cannot apply for indefinite leave to remain when you thought it was possible. What kind of mental state does one go through, thinking about the fears and the concerns?
One definitely goes through a period whereby you're very concerned as to what the future holds. as such. And I do know that those of us who have gone online and actually find we find ourselves on the forums actually at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. You find out who else is on the forums. A lot of this research, which in this document is about 800 hours of research which has gone into it. Many of those hours have gone in the midnight, early in the hours of the morning.
So I suppose you've used it constructively, I suppose, instead of, yes.
You know, he's one of maybe 10,000 that will actually use it. The others who have absolutely no clue what's going on, they're in bewilderment, they go to lawyers, and some lawyers as well just don't know what themselves what's going on, as Rashid said earlier, and then they caught up in the midst of things. They end up making bad applications of bad representations for them to the Home Office. It puts everybody in quite a spot, really.
Absolutely. Well, Sejal, what would be your final bit of advice for Alexandra?
Chase it up yourself and also get the MP involved as well. It moves it to a different department at least, which hopefully works a bit quicker than the other one.
Dust off the file,
yes,
and they move it on.
You see, when we actually say that this is how long it's going to take, it's not a case of
I think legal representatives have an obligation to their clients when they're doing an application to tell them honestly and fairly, with regards to discretionary and outside the rule applications, that these applications do take a long time. And sometimes the solutions are for those type of applications, maybe to go out of country and come back.
But many don't, because I get so many phone calls where when we say, OK, it's going to take 2, 3, possibly 4 years even for the
lawyers are afraid to tell the clients because they feel they're going to run out.
The client always says, but I've been told by such and such that, you know, it's about a 13-week. And I'm like, no, that's a standard letter that gets sent out. That's not when you're going to get your decision.
Well, one of the, obviously, we see on the show, which is quite obvious, that a lot of people do have legal representatives but are not aware of what kind of application has been put in and what sort of time period they'll be waiting for, and want advice from us. So that's good enough, you know, explanation there and then that they're not getting good advice.
When you make an application for a client, be it a simple entry clearance matter, visitor visa, or you make an in-country complicated human rights application, discretionary applications, you need to sit down with your clients before you send everything off, read the letter to them, ask them to read it if they can. If they can't, get somebody who can explain it to them, and make sure they understand the type of application that you're making for them before you send it off, because they're going to sign the declaration on that page, and if they don't understand what you're sending, and we always have the habit in our office of giving our clients a copy of the full application that we made for them, so they can have it at home for their records in case they have anything or they want to discuss it. That's fine.
There's a number of people who call into the show even that just aren't aware of what the application actually is, on what grounds it's made. They probably know what form's been used, but as each form has so many different options on it.
Yeah, so there you have it, Alexandra. That's a bit of advice. You need to find out exactly what sort of application has been made, and this is your right to find out from your legal representative where your case stands and also the time period that he thinks it will be that you'll be waiting for. But do not be scared. Don't be hesitant there. We're always here. Do give us a call, but it seems like you'll have to wait a fair bit of time before you hear anything about it. Thank you very much for the call, Alexandra.
Thank you.
Stay in touch. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for all of your company today. Thank you, Shiraz. Thank you, William. It's been a delight to meet you. And thank you, Sejal Karavadra. I hope that you've enjoyed the show as well, and I hope that we've been able to answer some of the questions if you are at the receiving end of HSMP, ancestral visas, or indeed the work permit situation. But we'll keep you posted about everything. Also, a couple of websites that you might be interested in. The VBSI website, which is vbsi.org.uk, and also at HSMP site, which will be on screen later on. Take care of yourself, and goodbye for now.